Welcome to the Job Guru, your ultimate resource for career success. Today, we're diving deep into LinkedIn. Whether you're a CEO or just starting out, LinkedIn is key to building your brand. But just having a profile isn't enough. It's like owning a Ferrari and leaving it in the garage. You need to optimize your LinkedIn profile to stand out. Think of your profile as your digital storefront. We'll break down essential steps to transform your LinkedIn profile. Hit subscribe and ring the bell for more career tips. All right, let's kick things off with the first thing people see when they land on your profile, your picture. This tiny square can make or break your chances of landing that dream job. Ditch the blurry selfies and vacation photos. We're going for professional here. Choose a high-quality photo with good lighting where you're dressed appropriately. Oh, and don't forget to smile. A genuine smile makes you appear approachable and confident. Now let's move on to your headline. Think of it as your 30-second elevator pitch. Grab attention and highlight what makes you unique. Use relevant keywords to make your profile more searchable and stand out. All right, now that you've nailed the first impression, it's time to dive into the heart of your profile, the About section. This is your chance to tell your professional story in a way that's both informative and engaging. Think of it as your elevator pitch, but you've got a bit more time to really draw people in. Don't bore people with a dry chronological list of your accomplishments. Instead, start with a strong hook that grabs attention. Think about what makes your journey unique and use storytelling to highlight your biggest wins and the skills you've honed along the way. Make it personal, make it real, and make it about the value you bring to the table. Remember, clarity is key. Use concise language, strong verbs, and break up the text with bullet points to make it easy to read. And don't forget to sprinkle in relevant keywords throughout your About section. This will help your profile get discovered by the right people who are searching for someone with your expertise. Finally, don't leave people hanging. End your About section with a clear call to action. Let people know what you're looking for, whether it's exciting job opportunities, potential collaborations, or simply connecting with others in your field. Let's be real, nobody wants to read a boring list of job duties. When it comes to your experience section, it's time to ditch the generic descriptions and focus on what you actually achieved in each role. Remember, actions speak louder than words, and this is your chance to back up your skills and experience with concrete examples. Think about it this way. Instead of simply saying you manage social media accounts, how about saying you increased social media engagement by 40% in 6 months by implementing a targeted content strategy? See how much more powerful that sounds? Quantify your accomplishments whenever possible. Numbers pop and give potential employers a clear understanding of the impact you made. Did you increase sales, improve efficiency, or exceed targets? Shout it from the rooftops. Remember, your experience section is not just a place to list your past jobs. It's an opportunity to showcase your skills and prove your value. Make sure every bullet point packs a punch and demonstrates how you made a tangible difference in your previous roles. All right, let's talk about skills. Your skills section is like your secret weapon on LinkedIn. It's one of the first places recruiters and hiring managers look to quickly assess if you have the chops for the job. So it's crucial to choose the right skills and showcase them effectively. Start by listing your top skills, the ones you're truly passionate about and excel at. Make sure they're relevant to your target industry and the types of roles you're interested in. Think of this as optimizing your LinkedIn profile for the algorithm. The more relevant your skills, the more likely you are to pop up in searches. Now let's talk about endorsements. Endorsements add credibility to your skills and show potential connections that you actually know your stuff. Don't be afraid to reach out to colleagues, clients, or classmates and ask them to endorse you for specific skills. Remember, networking is a two-way street. When you endorse others, it not only strengthens your connections, but also increases the chances of them returning the favor. Plus, it's just good karma. Chapter 5, Step 5, Recommendations, Social Proof that packs a punch. You know what they say? It's not what you know, it's who you know. Well, on LinkedIn, it's a bit of both. But having solid recommendations on your profile adds a whole other level of credibility and social proof. Think of them as glowing reviews for your professional life. Don't be shy about reaching out to former bosses, colleagues, or clients and asking for recommendations. But here's the key. Be specific. Instead of just sending a generic request, tell them what you'd like them to highlight. Maybe you want them to focus on your work ethic, your problem-solving skills, or your ability to lead a team. The more specific you are, the more genuine and impactful their recommendation will be. Pro tip: a great way to increase your chances of receiving a stellar recommendation is to offer to write one in return. Not only does this show that you're proactive and willing to help others, but it also plants the seed for them to reciprocate with a glowing review for you. Chapter 6. Step 6. Growing your network. Building meaningful connections. All right, here's where the real magic happens on LinkedIn. Growing your network. Remember, your network is your net worth. And on LinkedIn, it's all about building genuine connections with people in your industry. Start by connecting with people you already know, colleagues, classmates, former coworkers, even that friendly barista you always chat with. When you send a connection request, personalize it. Nobody wants to receive a generic message. Mention a common interest, a shared connection, or something you admire about their work. But don't stop there. Join relevant LinkedIn groups in your industry. This is a great way to connect with like-minded professionals, participate in discussions, and stay up to date on industry trends. Engage, engage, engage. Liking, commenting, and sharing content from your connections keeps you on their radar and shows that you're invested in building a relationship. Remember, networking is a two-way street. The more value you provide to your network, the more value you'll receive in return. Chapter 7. Step 7. Content sharing. Becoming a thought leader. All right, it's time to take your LinkedIn game to the next level by sharing valuable content. This is where you go from being a passive observer to an active participant in your industry. By consistently sharing insightful content, you position yourself as a thought leader and someone worth connecting with. Now, what kind of content should you be sharing? Think about your target audience and what they'd find valuable. Share industry articles, thought-provoking quotes, or even write your own posts on topics you're passionate about. Consistency is key here. Aim to share content regularly, whether it's once a day or a few times a week. The more you share, the more visible you become, and the more LinkedIn's algorithm will reward you by showing your profile to a wider audience. But remember, it's not just about sharing any content. It's about sharing high-quality content that adds value to your network. Think about what your connections would find interesting, informative, or even entertaining, and don't be afraid to show your personality. LinkedIn doesn't have to be all business all the time. And there you have it, 7 powerful steps to transform your LinkedIn profile from a digital resume into a dynamic networking tool. Remember, LinkedIn is like any other platform. You get out what you put in. The more effort you put into optimizing your profile, building your network, and sharing valuable content, the more opportunities will come knocking at your door. Start implementing these tips today, and I guarantee you'll see a difference in the quality of connections you make and the opportunities that come your way. LinkedIn is a goldmine for career growth, but you have to be willing to put in the work. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Job Guru for more career tips and strategies to help you land your dream job. Don't forget to connect with us on Instagram and Facebook for even more career advice. The links are in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.